The story goes now that the former royal known as Prince Harry very much like would to make some kind of inroads back into connecting with his family, and that's all very commendable, some people might say. But given all the things that he's done before, and as we've seen, it's not just His Majesty the King, King Charles III, that might be a little bit stubborn, but of course also our Queen, Queen Camilla. The terrible things that he said about Camilla, not just in his book, but literally on air, well, it's very hard to get over. And I've been told from an excellent source that Queen Camilla was ready to forgive, but she can't truly forget because she truly didn't know exactly what she's done to get such vitriol from someone that she tried her very best with, as one can imagine. And His Majesty the King, that is also a sticking point. But there's now a bigger problem facing the former royal known as Prince Harry, and it's a bombshell that even he may know nothing about. But truly, it's affecting the relationship with his much elder and wiser brother, some people might say, the Prince of Wales, Prince William. Let me explain. Hi, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever for your time. You're all right. And by the way, I'm glad you enjoyed the story about ABBA and the former President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. It's interesting, isn't it? I know a lot of you wrote and said, yeah, well, the music shouldn't matter. It's funny though, isn't it, how it becomes part and parcel of the package, to try and sell people on. But I think it's nuts for ABBA to turn that down because it's a worldwide stage and they're not that well known in the United States. So in effect, some might say that, the former president's doing them a huge favour. You know how this works. What's interesting now though, and I'd like to point this out, is this. You see, cast your mind back now to Prince Harry. As you know, he's now about to release the paperback version of his book Spare with no new updates, and I told you the reason behind that. It's always about money with these things. Penguin Random House don't want to pay money, he doesn't necessarily want to dish too much more dirt, and the bottom line is, what can he really say other than regurgitate stuff? But as we know, when he sat down with his ghostwriter J.R. Mollinger, there was a battle, wasn't there, about what you could keep in, what you couldn't keep in, all of those things, because Harry, as we saw when he took to the stand over here in the United Kingdom, couldn't back up a lot of the stories. And that's the problem when you're doing an autobiography in lifetime, as it were. Can you actually, basically back up the conversations? Is there any pictorial proof? That sort of stuff. But the sort of stuff that he had to leave out, which he fought good and hard for, still remains visible. And that's part of the reason, as we now know, where those alleged discs and wiping of material came into light, because, of course, the courts have demanded that. Now, I've been told from an excellent source that while Harry may think a lot of that thing didn't make the cut and there's a bit of a phew moment, well, that's actually not the case. According to this very well-placed source, and as ever, I have to say allegedly, Prince William is privy to all of that. So he truly knows what Prince Harry had written or intended to go into the master book. And as we all now know, for what inexplicable reason, it couldn't make the cut because it couldn't be backed up. Now, if you think about what was gone through in that term, and you think that they cut off, it must have been incredibly explosive. I've been told bombshell stuff, and a lot of the things that not many people know that I've been slightly privy to are particularly shocking, not just hurtful, but just downright shocking. Why would you want to put these sort of things in print for the world to see? You may have a moment of clarity and want to pull back. So while many people are suggesting that this is a plan to bring Harry back and basically rehabilitate him in the eyes of his elder brother, who will one day be our king, this proves incredibly difficult for Prince Harry because whether he knows it or not, his elder brother is privy to that information. And more importantly, once Harry knows and that sinks in, that surely even he must realise exactly what he's done. And it's going to take a momentous climb back with a lot of humble pie on the side to even try to rehabilitate him back, not just within the royal family, but over here for the great British public. As I said, explosive stuff, never to be seen, but as everything, finally certain things leak out. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.